Talk to me about monuments being pulled down, this whole debate. What do you see there? What do we need to do?
Well, there are two separate ones. It's the Confederate statues and non-Confederate. I have some sympathy, but only legally, not tearing down. If people want to vote, do you take down this Confederate general from a statue in Mississippi? Okay, if the majority of the state votes for it, I support it. That's fine. But Robert E. Lee, the general who led the Confederate Army, is a very complex question. Robert E. Lee prevented a lot of Americans from dying after the Civil War because he told the South, lay down your arms, this is over. He did a great service to the country after leading the terrible cause of the Confederacy, acknowledged. But otherwise, that's one thing. But the president was right. And he was mocked by the media, needless to say. The president could say, it's cold outside, he'll be mocked. And he said, where will this end? Jefferson, Washington? And they mocked him. What, people are going to tear down Jefferson or Washington monuments? And of course they are. They're because which is symbolic. They want to tear down America.
Right.
Now, just for a moment, let me just say, the notion that if somebody owed slaves in the 19th century or 18th century, in the case of Washington, then we judge them today. Slavery was universal. So you could not have a monument to just about anybody from earlier than the 19th century. Certainly not a black African, not an Arab. I mean, the Arab slave trade was enormous. The word for black person in Arabic, abid, means slave. That's how widespread it was. And by the way, they castrated their slaves so that they couldn't reproduce. Americans did not castrate their slaves, and they reproduced massively. And often, not always, had a family life. This is not to tell you slavery is good. Slavery is pure evil. But there are gradations of evil. Only a fool denies there are gradations of good and there are gradations of evil. Anyway, the only question that an intelligent or an honest person asks is not what society had slavery. It's what society abolished slavery. That's the only important question.
Do you think people even know the history behind these monuments when they tear them down?
To tear down Ulysses Grant suppressed the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Ulysses Grant loathed slavery. He led the army that sacrificed itself to end slavery. And taking down Ulysses Grant? I mean, it's unbelievable. But everything is taken because they just want to destroy America. So no statue is good. They asked them to name a statue you would leave alone. They could not answer your question.